Welcome back to Grammar Grade 7. This is Unit 7, Lesson 45, and our whole unit is about clauses and complex sentences. Today we meet the adverb clause, a group of words that teams up to do the exact job a single adverb does. It sounds fancy, but the idea is friendly, and by the end you'll be spotting these clauses everywhere. Let's get started. So what exactly is an adverb clause? An adverb clause is a subordinate clause, which means a group of words with its own subject and verb that cannot stand alone. It leans on a main clause to finish the thought. And here's the key idea. It does the very job a single adverb would do. Most of the time, it modifies the verb in the main clause, telling us more about the action. It can also describe an adjective or an adverb, but the verb is its favorite target. What does an adverb clause tell you? The very same things a single adverb tells you. It can answer when something happens, as in before the bell rang. It can answer where, as in wherever the trail bends. It can answer why, as in because the field flooded. And it can answer how, or under what condition, as in unless it rains. When, where, why, how, or under what condition, those are exactly the questions a plain adverb answers, and an adverb clause answers them too, just with a whole group of words. Every adverb clause begins with a special signal word called a subordinating conjunction. Here are the ones you'll meet most often: after, although, as, because, before, if, since, so that, than, though, unless, until, when, whenever, where, and while. That's a long list, but you don't have to memorize it cold. Just get familiar with the feel of these words. When you spot one of them starting a group of words, an adverb clause is very likely on the way. Let's watch an adverb clause do its job. Dina called before she left. The main clause is Dina called, and the verb there is called. Now look at the group before she left. It's telling us when Dina called, so it points right back to that verb. See the arrow run from the clause to the verb it modifies? That arrow is the heart of an adverb clause. A whole group of words acting as one big adverb, aimed straight at the action. Now for punctuation, which is where a lot of small mistakes hide. When the adverb clause comes first and introduces the sentence, you set it off with a comma. Look, when the storm passed, the streets glistened. The clause, when the storm passed, leads the way, so we drop a comma right after it, before the main clause begins. That little comma tells your reader where the introduction ends and the main idea starts. Clause first, comma next. But flip the sentence around and the comma disappears. When the adverb clause comes at the end, you usually don't need any comma at all. Watch the very same idea. The streets glistened when the storm passed. Now the main clause leads, and the adverb clause trails behind it, so the sentence flows straight through without a comma. Same two ideas, same storm, just reordered. A clause in front takes a comma. A clause at the end usually takes none. Let's boil the whole lesson into a quick check. First, find the subordinating conjunction, a word like when, because, or although. Second, that word starts an adverb clause, so mark off the whole group that follows it. Third, ask what it tells you: when, where, why, or under what condition the action happens. And fourth, check the punctuation. If the clause comes first, add a comma. If it comes last, you usually need none. A whole group of words working together as one single adverb. Let's practice a few together. Time to practice. In this first set, read each sentence and pick out the adverb clause, the whole group of words that acts as one adverb. Pause the video and choose before I reveal the answer. After the sun set, the campers lit a fire. Which part is the adverb clause? Look for the subordinating conjunction. After is our signal word, and after the sun set tells us when the campers lit the fire. So the adverb clause is after the sunset. So the answer is after the sunset. We stayed inside because the wind was fierce. Where's the adverb clause? The signal word is because, and because the wind was fierce tells us why we stayed inside. That whole group is the adverb clause. So the answer is because the wind was fierce. Whenever the bakery opens, the line stretches down the block. Which part is the adverb clause? The subordinating conjunction is whenever, and whenever the bakery opens tells when the line forms. So the adverb clause is whenever the bakery opens. So the answer is whenever the bakery opens. In this second set, each sentence has an adverb clause. Your job is to decide whether it needs a comma. Remember, a clause in front takes a comma, and a clause at the end usually takes none. Pause and decide before I answer. Before the movie started, we bought popcorn. The adverb clause, before the movie started, comes first and introduces the sentence. When the clause leads, you set it off with a comma. So the answer is comma needed. The garden thrives when we water it daily. Here, the adverb clause, when we water it daily, comes at the end, trailing behind the main clause. When the clause comes last, you usually need no comma. So the answer is no comma needed. Although she was tired, Priya finished the race. The clause, although she was tired, opens the sentence, so it comes first. A clause in the front position gets a comma right after it. So the answer is comma needed. Let's gather up what we learned. An adverb clause is a subordinate clause that usually modifies the verb in the main clause, telling us when, where, why, how, or under what condition the action happens. It always begins with a subordinating conjunction. Words like after, because, when, although, and unless. And remember the punctuation rule. When the clause comes first, set it off with a comma. When it comes last, you usually need none. Wonderful work today in Unit 7, Lesson 45. I'll see you in the next lesson.